What's up, guys? It's your girl Brooke here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Clock the T. Like I said, my name is Brooke. I'm the host of this podcast. Complete vibe switch from the last 2 episodes. I'm alive, baby. I'm ready to go. I'm feeling great. I'm in such a good mood right now. So, period. And I look good too. Got my nails done. You guys know I like to show you my new nails. I was kind of in a time crunch at my nail appointment, so I just did like a more simple design. I got them cut way shorter because they were getting long, and it's just this butter yellow with pink polka dots. Little French moment. I can't stop doing that, guys. I literally just can't stop going, clock it. Also, you can see my little tan lines. I've been trying to be out in the sun and tan, so I'm getting a little tan, and life is just good and dandy. But as you can see from the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be talking to you guys about shows and movies that I'm currently watching or that I've watched like this past week. And honestly, I've been kind of watching a lot. I love TV shows and movies, and more recently though, my whole entire life I always go to the movie. Like, I've always loved going to the movie theater and seeing movies, but only the last like couple of years, honestly, I would say COVID is what really got me, or like high school is when I started actually watching like TV shows, because my friends would watch shows and be like, oh, you should watch this. But I never really like watched TV shows. Of course, as a kid, like on TV, like I was always constantly watching like Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. But then when everybody started switching over to like streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, Peacock, all of those things, that was probably in like high school when I started watching like shows. But movies, I've always been a movie girl. And honestly, I think I do prefer movies over shows. I do love shows. You guys know Adventure Time is like one of my favorite things ever. I do enjoy shows. I have many shows I love, which I've talked about. There's an episode where I talk about my favorite shows and movies, if you want to check that out. But yeah, I love like Euphoria. I loved Outer Banks, All American, 13 Reasons Why, Adventure Time. Like, I do love TV shows, but what I'm usually gravitating towards to watch is a movie. But anyway, these are the movies and shows that I have seen recently, and I'm going to explain them, what they're about. None of these are new except for one, which I will put a warning on the screen when I get to that movie. So you guys can, if you haven't seen it, you can skip ahead so you will not get any spoilers. So the first one I wrote down is La La Land. And I know I'm so late to the party. La La Land is such a classic, amazing movie. It's literally like a 5 or 6 time Oscar winner. It is amazing. And one of my friends told me, we were talking about favorite movies, and she said it's one of her favorites. And I brought it up to my aunt that I wanted to see this movie. And she was like, oh my gosh, you've never seen it? Like, I love that movie. So I went over to my aunt's house and we watched it, and I did indeed cry at the end. It is such a good movie. If you don't like musicals, I don't know if you would like it as much, but it is so amazing. It takes place in Hollywood, and the 2 main stars in it are Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. And Emma Stone is an aspiring actress. She works at like one of like the Warner Brothers, like the studios, like coffee shop, constantly going to auditions. She's just trying to become this actress. And Ryan Gosling's character, he wants to he loves jazz music and he wants to bring back jazz, like keep it alive. And he had a dream to open up like his own jazz club. And they eventually they meet, they fall in love. There's a bunch of singing and dancing, like numbers. And it's so sad because then he meets this guy who offers him this job to become a to join this band and go on tour with them. And he says yes, and Emma Stone's really upset because she wants to be with him obviously, but she's like supporting him at first. She's like, yeah, do it. But then he said he's going to be touring for like a long time, and she got really upset and they kind of had a fight and like didn't talk. But then someone called his phone being like, is so and so there? I forgot her name in the movie. And she's like, he's like, no, whatever. But it was like calling for a callback. Like she had a callback from an audition she went to. So cause she like went home, like back to where she was from. And so he drove all the way there, even though they like hadn't talked in a while, and like told her she had to go. And she's like, no, I'm not good enough, whatever. He's like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And so she goes to this audition and she gets it. And then it fast forwards to 5 years later and she has a kid. She's with this man and you see it shows like they're driving, they're like stopping to go get like food or whatever. And she walks into, they hear this music playing and they walk in and it's his club, his jazz club that he opened. And she's sitting there with her now, like her new husband, and they're sitting there watching and they make, and he starts oh my God, there's this one song. I literally just got full body chills. There's this one song that's like a constant song in the whole movie. And oh my gosh, literally, it's like if you've heard on TikTok, like the okay, that was like kind of the end of it. It's like dun dun dun. Okay, whatever. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look up La La Land TikTok edits and you will hear the exact song I just did. The dun na 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 dun na 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 na. So emotional. I'm doing a horrible job. And then they're leaving. He's like, the new husband's like, you want to stay for one more song? And she's like, no, we should probably go. And her and Ryan Gosling just make eye contact. And that's what got me. I completely lost it because you just know, like they were both, it was like you could hear everything they were saying to each other through that eye contact. Like you just knew that they were so proud of each other for getting what they wanted. He got to open his jazz club. She got to become her big actress, be her movie star. But it's like so frustrating because like you're so happy for them that they get their dreams, but at the same time it's like so frustrating because you want them to end up together. But very good movie, 10 out of 10. The cinematography of it, like it was such a colorful movie. The singing, the dancing, loved it. And I just love a good love story, and music really can like affect me and like move me. And just that one song, you guys need to watch La La Land. I think it came out in 2016, I believe. But if you guys have not seen it, you need to watch it. I was completely missing out. It was such an amazing movie. Next thing I watched, actually, I need to go back and watch the ending of it because actually I'm going to skip. Okay. I'm going to, can I get my thoughts together? First one I'm going to say actually is Talk to Me. And I watched this with my friend recently because I'm not a big scary movie person. I used to really like scary movies, and then they kind of really do scare me. So I tried to change it up, and I hadn't watched them in a while, but I did end up watching it. And I remember seeing the previews for it. So basically, these teenagers, they find this hand and they were like doing it at parties. And yeah, so these teenagers find this hand and it's like supposedly this embalmed hand that would supposedly it was someone's real embalmed hand that was like covered in like it was like shaped like this, like a handshake. And the kids would hold it, they would like chain them to the thing and they'd hold it and you'd say talk to me, and this like demon would come out of this hand and like possess these kids, but they would have a timer for 90 seconds. They couldn't go longer. You would like have to rip the hand out of their hand. And so basically, one of these kids, of course, because people in scary movies are the dumbest people ever, they, this one kid wants to do it, and the older sister's like, no, you are not doing it. And he's like, please, please. So this little brother does it, and they usually did it for 90 seconds, like I said. And he's like, no, we'll do it for 50 seconds. Like, she's like, okay, how about 50? Not this older sister. The older sister didn't want him to do it at all. But the older sister's best friend, who was kind of like basically like this kid's older sister too, she was like basically part of their family. She said he could do it, which she was pissing me the fuck off the entire movie, honestly. But so he does it, and while he's possessed, he's like looking at her. Oh, her name was Mia. Her mom died. Like, we already knew that from the beginning of the movie. And so the kid who wanted to do it was Riley, and the older sister was Jade. So Jade and Mia were best friends, and Riley is Jade's little brother. So Mia was basically also like Riley's older sister, because her and his older sister are best friends. And basically what happened was, while he was like possessed by this freaking hand, she's like, or Riley's like, I love you, like I'm proud of you, like, and she's like, it's my mom. And then the girl who was having the timer was like, it's 50 seconds. And she was like, oh my gosh, you guys, this made me so mad. She's like, no, don't stop it, that's my mom. She literally kept him in the fucking thing. All of a sudden, he gets fucking possessed. He starts banging his head, like fully banging his head, like literally like died basically. And they had to go into the hospital, everything. And because they let it go for too long. So he was literally like possessed by this demon. He was like in the hospital for like the entire movie. And this girl also got possessed because she like was so, I don't know. She was like just, I think the fact that she like talked to her mom, or like got to talk to her mom, made her like just so obsessed with it. So she literally like kept wanting to do it. And she was also possessed. At one point, she literally was like seeing all these demons, which it was like a really unsettling movie, not gonna lie. Not as scary as other ones I've seen, definitely, but still gave me very bad vibes. But also I was just like, these kids are so fucking dumb. Like, these kids were doing it at a party and they saw the video, and Mia and Jade were like, let's go see if it's real. Like, why would you ever see a video of somebody being possessed, whether it's fake or real, and want anything to do with that? Like, I don't know. And then after you did it, you wanted to keep going. Like, I don't know. That was just very weird. But she started seeing these demons, and one of them disguised themselves as her mom, and she was like, that's not your real dad, all this stuff. And the dad's trying to get in the room because he hears her like screaming, and he's like, Mia, open the door, open the door. And but one of the demons was disguised as her dad too, and it was like on top of her, and she couldn't even tell the difference between like reality and like these demons. And so the dad comes in, but the spirit dad demon is on top of her. And so the dad comes on top, like the real dad finally barges in the room, comes on top, and she fucking stabs him in the neck with scissors because the spirit dad was on top of her, but she stabbed her real dad. And I was so upset. It was just, it was not good. But that movie was pretty good. Like I said, not one of the best scary movies I've seen, but I did enjoy it and it did make me feel unsettled and scared. So if you guys want to watch it, you could watch it. I feel like I didn't explain that one as good, but oh well. Next one I'll say is This Is the End. And I thought it was hilarious, but I was going to say, wait, let me move my mouse. It's over the stop recording button and that just scared me. But when I was getting my nails done, my nail tech has a TV in the room where she does my nails. And literally I didn't see the very ending. I saw like most of the entire movie, but I didn't get to finish it. So I definitely want to finish it and I want to watch this movie like with my family or something because it was a hilarious movie. But basically it's all these celebrities and I don't know when this one came out or when Talk to Me came out, but literally all the celebrities and they were playing themselves, like all the funny people like Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, James Franco was in it, Danny McBride, who else was in it? Rihanna was in it in the beginning, Kevin Hart, who else is in it? I don't know. There's a bunch of people in it. And the main characters all okay. So they're at a party at James Franco's house, all these famous people. And then all of a sudden people think it's like an earthquake. I think it was an earthquake, but then like it turned out to be like a zombie apocalypse or something. The movie's called This Is the End. Like basically the world was ending. And they go, everybody dies. Like in the beginning, the earthquake happens, everybody starts panicking, running out of the house, and there's a huge hole that forms in the ground and people start falling into it. There's like a huge pit hole and like everything's on fire and they only the main like people survive and they're trying to like barricade themselves in James Franco's house because for some reason that stayed standing even though the hole was right next to the house anyway. And there's like these monster things that try and get them eventually, and it sounds like a scary movie because it's like the end of the world, but no, it is the funniest fucking movie actually ever. I was dying laughing. Just all those people, like they were just being so funny. And towards the end, you guys know I love my man Channing Tatum. That is literally the love of my life. And he was at the end and Danny McBride had him on a leash, like literally on a leash. And he had like one of those like wrestler masks on. I don't know. And he was like butt ass naked on the bottom. You couldn't see his wiener, but like, and he said something like, "This is my pet." Like this is something. And he's like, I call him Channing Tate Yum. And he literally, I'm not even joking, was on all fours on a leash. Oh, because he like left. Danny McBride was like one of the people in the house with all them, but then they got in a fight because he was like stealing all the water and they only had a limited amount of water. He's like, fine, I'll leave, whatever. So he leaves. They find him, he's still alive, and he's like, yeah, he said he was a cannibal now. They're like, what? And Channing Tatum, he's like, Danny McBride's like, yeah, I butt fuck him whenever I want. And he like faces him. Channing Tatum like turns his butt towards him, like sticks his butt up in the air. And then at one point he takes the mask off. He's like, I love him. Oh my God, he's so funny. Like, he's actually perfect. Like, he is so hilarious. I love him so much. But that movie was really, really funny. And I do really want to rewatch that with my family because I also feel like I wasn't paying like full attention to the movie because I was getting my nails done. So I was kind of like talking to her while like the movie was on in the background. But I liked it a lot, and I love a good funny movie. Next thing I watched was the Poop Cruise documentary on Netflix, and that shit was crazy. If you guys have not seen that, like, that's actually insanity. Okay. It was actually the craziest thing ever. Like, when I tell you, I don't even know. It literally was this cruise that a fire started in the engine room. This was a real, like, documentary, a real story. And these people are all on this cruise. The engine catches on fire. They lose power. Okay. The cruise director was like talking to the speakers and was like, everything's going to be fine. They're going to go in the engine room when it cools down in a little bit and see and like get everything back and running. No, the fire, the whole engine room was destroyed. All of the engine like was destroyed. So there was no way to get it back started or turn the boat on. So they're just floating in the middle of the ocean. This was supposed to be a 4-day cruise. They were on the boat, I'm pretty sure, for 9 days, if I remember correctly. And then all of a sudden they realized the power is not going back on. So they are sweating. They literally, people are like bringing their mattresses out onto the deck of the boat, like tying sheets up to make it like cool, like, because it was so hot in the rooms and everything. Like, there was no air conditioning, no anything. All the food, because cruises have like full kitchens, everything. No, all the cold like food had to be thrown away. They had to eat just like sandwiches, like random stuff that was like not perishable. Also, the toilets didn't work. That's why it was called the poop cruise. They had to pee in the shower down the drains, and if they had to poop, they were handing out these red bags, like the biohazard like bags for people to poop in, because the toilets were not flushing. And at one point, I don't even know how or why it happened, it got backed up. The toilets were getting backed up and it was flooding the whole boat, like literally so disgusting. So many like diseases could be brewing, mold, because the carpet of the cruise is getting all wet with sewage, with people's piss and shit and everything. And they were stuck on this cruise with like limited food, no air conditioning, no working bathrooms, until they finally were able a tugboat got to them and pulled them to shore, and they were all able to get off. But like, that is actually the most terrifying thing ever. I'm already a little scared of cruises, but like, that would really, really, really scare me a lot. Like, absolutely not. Okay, next one is Love Island. I'm not going to talk too much about Love Island because I already feel like that's kind of old news. And also, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't watch any of it except for the last 2 episodes because literally all of my friends watched it. So I knew basically everything that happened. And when I watched the second to last episode, I was like, I need to see the finale. So I watched the finale, and that was really it. But that show, the whole concept of it is just crazy. And I honestly love all the characters. Oh, they're so bad. Characters. They're real people. But I love Huda, Amaya and Brian are so cute. Why did I see TikToks today? There's cheating rumors. I hope they're not true. People are saying Brian cheated. I really hope that's not true because they are the cutest couple ever. I also love Nick and Olandria. Pepe is fine as fuck. I don't care. I don't know much about Iris. She was pretty chill and quiet when I was watching the last 2 episodes. But I actually love the concept of the show, but it is a little crazy. And I saw so many clips on TikTok too of the show that I'm like, I know what's going on. I wanted to actually go back though and watch the Megan Thee Stallion episode though, because I love her down and I want to see all these girls twerking because they're hot AF. So, yeah, Love Island is a good show. I just put that on the list because that is a show that I have watched recently. Let's see. We got La La Land. This is the end. Talk to Me. Love Island. Poop Cruise. Okay. The next one. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm going to be talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the remake of the older one, but the new movie that's in theaters right now. If you have not seen it yet, skip ahead. And I'll put the time if I remember. I'll put the time where I stopped talking about it. But that movie was so good. And see, that's a type of like scary-ish / spooky movie that I can get behind, because it's just like a murder mystery. It's not like, which you would think it'd be the opposite, because I don't like demon weird stuff. I don't even really believe in like demons, but it's just like way more like scary and unsettling, which again, you would think it would be the opposite, because the murder mysteries, like those are way more realistic. Like people murder people all the time, but I feel like, I don't know, people aren't really getting demon, or like I would never play a game with a hand where I would like get possessed. Like, I don't know, but they just make me feel more unsettled. And this one was also kind of funny too. And Madeline Klein is in it, and I love her so much. So it was very good movie, honestly. And one of the main guys who plays Madeline Klein's boyfriend, well, he was her boyfriend, then he wasn't, then he like was again. His name was Teddy in the movie, but his real name, I had to look him up after. Tyreek Withers. Hey, bud. Let's get together because you're fine as hell. And I also saw that he's going to be playing Ledger in the Reminders of Him movie, which I love that book by Colleen Hoover. You guys know I've talked about me reading Colleen Hoover books. I love that book. It made me sob, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see him in that movie. But I literally looked him up immediately after, and when I was watching the movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer, I was like, oh, he's fine. And then my friend who I saw the movie with, who I went to the theaters with, pointed out that he kind of sounded like Channing Tatum. And then after that, I couldn't unsee it, and it made him like 10 times hotter. I'm like, yep. Anyway, really good movie. The plot twist, my friends said they expected it to be this person to be the killer. I was not expecting it, but it was really, really good movie, really cute movie. I feel like it was giving a nice little summer night scary movie vibe. I don't know. And Madeline Klein's character, she's just so cute. Like, she was a little ditzy, like, I don't know. I loved it. I really want to watch the original I Know What You Did Last Summer now, because I never saw the original. So now I have to go back and watch it. But if you guys like murder mystery, like just good little, like, it felt like a classic scary movie. I mean, it was a remake of like a classic movie. So, but it was really, really good. But I'm mad that like literally almost all of them died. I was really upset about that because I loved a lot of the characters. So yeah, but they like all died. So anyway, let's see what we got here. And last but not least, you guys, the last thing I've been watching, or that I'm currently watching, is Stranger Things. And I know y'all are probably like, huh? You're currently watching this now? Yes. And I've never seen it before. It's not a rewatch. I am currently watching Stranger Things for the very first time. I am on episode 5, season 1. I'm going to finish season 1 tonight after I'm done filming this. And I was missing out so much. I love the show. It is so good. Right now, I'm at the part, they're still looking for Will Byers, but they know he's alive. And well, not everybody, but his mom, his friends, Mike, Dustin, and I was about to say his real name. What's his name in the show? Lucas, maybe? And 11 all know he's alive, and the mom, Winona Ryder, and Hopper knows that he's still alive too. And whatever Hawkins lab, they're sus as hell. They obviously are the ones who did all that stuff to 11, and they took Will, And right now, the last episode ended off Jonathan and Nancy were like looking in the woods for this like monster that they saw. Oh, because her friend Barb also went missing. Nancy's best friend Barb also went missing. And Hopper is so daddy. Like, I love him. I'm so excited to see how this season ends and to watch it because everybody, all they talk about is Stranger Things. And I really felt like I was missing out. And the new season, the last and final season, comes out this end of this year, and I want to be in the loop. So I am watching all of it now so I can be prepared for when the last season comes out. I can watch it with my siblings because it's both of like one of their favorite shows. So, and honestly, yeah, I'm loving it. It's really, 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 really good. So, I'm just so, I hope Will is going to be okay. I think I obviously can assume that he survives, but I'm really upset that they can't get to him yet. Like, I'm really annoyed. And Steve fucking Harrington, is that his name? Steve Harrington? He is pissing me off too. Like, why is he so on Nancy? Like, leave her the fuck alone. She's like, I need to study. He's like, oh, we can study together. Like, boy, leave her alone. And actually, no, he's annoying, but Nancy actually pissed me off even more because why the fuck is she, before they went to that party, Barb's like, or she's like, Nancy said to Barb, like, you can be my guardian, like, make sure she doesn't drink or like do anything. Of course, what does she do? She's like, I'm fine, Barb, like, I'm just gonna like stay the night, like, you can go home. And she literally started drinking, literally ended up having sex with Steve Harrington. It's like, girl, what? And also, why would you ever leave your friend? Like, you can go home. Like, you forced her to come. Also, she literally is like begging Barb to come. She did not want to at all. And then when she like didn't want to stay, I don't know, she was just being a horrible fucking friend, literally. And then Barb got fucking taken by this fucking creature, so the fucking Demogorgon. So yeah, definitely not the vibe. But those were the few shows, and actually literally, yeah, two shows, the rest are movies that I've seen recently. And wait, let me make sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All pretty good, very good. Let me rank the best. I'm going to go La La Land number 1, Stranger Things number 2. So far, Stranger Things could be number 1. Stranger Things number 2. I Know What You Did Last Summer number 3. This Is the End number 4. We got Love Island number 5, Talk to Me number 6, and Poop Cruise number 7. But yeah, literally, guys, I just love consuming media so much. I always have, always will. I love watching shows, movies. I love watching YouTube. I love reading. I love, like, oh my gosh, I need to pick up a book. I just am always I'm always procrastinating the stuff I need to get done. So then if I'm laying there doing nothing, if I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be the things I need to do. So then reading is like my last priority, but I need to get back into it because I love it. Like, when I pick up a good book and I start reading it, like, I genuinely love it. And it's like you immerse yourself into this whole other world. And that's why I love consuming media in general, because it's literally like any type, like I said, reading, movies, shows, like, it's a distraction from reality, because some movies are just so amazing and it makes you feel like anything is possible, and it makes you feel, like I said, distracted. Like, if you're going through things, you can just immerse yourself in a whole nother world. And it's just such an amazing thing. And acting is just so impressive. Like, I do not understand how people are such good actors and actresses. Like, I love it. Like, I would love to be an actor. I don't know if I could. I feel like I wouldn't be that good at it, but it is just the most impressive thing in CGI and all these things to make things seem so realistic. Another movie I really want to watch that I've also haven't seen, I saw the first Avatar like a long time ago, but like the second one, my friend said it's one of like her favorite movies she's ever seen, even though I know it's like 3 hours long. But I heard they're making another one of that too, so need to watch that. Also, I saw these trailers for these movies when I went to see I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I forgot what it was called, but there was a trailer, and the two main people were Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler. Two of the most attractive people ever. Like, I need to see that movie. I'll put that one on the screen because I need to actually watch that trailer again. And then another thing I really want to see is, I forgot what that one's called too, but it is with Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans, which again, gorgeous lineup. Those three people, are we joking? Like, so attractive. I'm going to put that title on the screen too. I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing like clips of them three together, and I think it's basically like a love triangle type of vibe. But I think A24 is like the producers of it, which I love the A24 movies. So yeah, I'm going to watch those and continue to watch whatever. I also want to see Fantastic Four. I'm not really a big superhero movie person, but I've seen clips of that too, and it seems fire. And I just really think Pedro Pascal is really hot. And yeah, get me in a movie. I think I could be an actor in a funny movie. I don't know if I could be a serious movie, or I could be in a scary movie because I'd be actually scared, or I could be in a sad movie because I'd be actually sad. But I don't think I could be in like a serious, I don't think, no, I don't think I could be in a love story because I am too scared to even do anything, let alone like make out with a stranger on camera. Like, that's kind of a lot. But maybe if I get a few more bodies under my belt, then I'll be more comfortable to do that. But just like doing that on camera, some of the scenes is a little crazy, but kind of iconic actually. And if it's with Channing Tatum, I'll do it anyway, or anybody else actually. I would do it. I feel like it'd just be so fun to act. I would do it for whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, those were all, like I said, the TV shows and movies that I'm currently watching. Let me know your guys' opinion on any of the movies or the show that I mentioned. Let me know if you have any other show requests that you think I should watch. If you guys are new here, I usually give a piece of advice, a little positive quote, motivation at the end of each episode, just to end off on a positive note. And the little thing I just want to end off on is, your life can feel like a movie. Literally, like, you are in control of your own life. And I know I've definitely said advice similar to this in other episodes, but literally, like, follow your dreams. You can do anything you want. Like, and that's what I said, why I love watching movies and stuff and reading, because it does make you feel like anything is possible. And like, it really is though. Like, you are in control of your life and your narrative. Like, there is so many opportunities for you if you just stay consistent and put your heart into it and just believe it. If you believe it, you can achieve it, like, literally. And because I always think stuff like that, or I've caught myself thinking things like, oh, I wish it could be like this, or like, every time I watch a movie that like is awesome, I'm like, oh my god, I would love to be in that movie. And like, okay, obviously, because sometimes I say that about like Studio Ghibli, like, obviously I can't be in a Studio Ghibli because I'm not a cartoon, but like, I could be like in one a little bit. Like, I could be in a, I can be in Japan, like, and do things how they would in a Studio Ghibli movie. Like, you can make your life, or like, I'm a big romance person because I just want to immerse myself in that, because I'm very much single, so I like to live through other people. And So I am always like, oh, I wish that could be me. But you know what? The reason I'm still single and I'm settling for the right guy is because I'm waiting for my fairy tale. I'm waiting for it to feel like the books I read, like the movies I watch, like, and I am not going to settle for less because I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And yeah, literally follow your dreams. Your life can feel like a movie, whatever kind of movie you want. Action movie, romance movie, comedy movie. Make that your reality because you literally have the power to do that. And I know that's like basically my advice that I always say, but I'm talking about movies. So make your life feel like a damn movie. And I'm about to go watch Stranger Things. I'm so excited. But thank you guys again for watching, and go watch my last video I just uploaded. It's a baking competition. It's really funny and it took me so long to edit. So I would appreciate if you give it a like and watch that video. But yeah, again, comment anything you want to say about these shows or any show suggestions or any video suggestions you guys want to see me make. And have a great week, rest of your weekend, great week. And I love you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.